Chicago first out versus Sin. Did you swap out your Mog? You did. Hold on a second. I like this one a lot. Just staying on top of Chicago, not giving him a moment to even catch a breather. Shadow steps and just pumping him full of lead. Chicago trying to see if he can traverse it a little bit onto Sin with lava bursts back to back. Lots of consistent damage. Lassa, Sin goes in for a trinket. Kidney shot super yard. He's just super aggressive even with stones. Chicago may need to just burrow. Does go for the juke kick. If that's gonna be enough healing. Oh my god, it's still a lot of damage. It's just a juke kick, but he just kept trucking. He just kept bumping damage into you. You even dodged his kick. It was so perfect. You played it correctly, but he just overpowered you with just raw numbies. That is just a little disgusting, not gonna lie. That is Outlaw though. You can do quite a lot of like the consistent damage. You don't have really a cooldown. You're just kind of constantly hitting stuff, and it looks like Rep is just getting hit as well. Back-to-back ambushes too, with pistol shots for Sin, just blasting through him. Hold on, is Rep gonna go down? Does go for the haunt. Oh, wait a second. You almost died. Oh, that is so clutch. Hold on a second. How would you live? Mutation knows where you are. He knows where you are. He's just letting you go for a full reset. He's perfectly fine letting you get a little bit of healing. I don't know if maybe you can have like Murder Wing heal ya, because he wants to give you healing, but like you either have, what you have to do is you have to start dispelling him or doing Consume Soul to, there we go, that could work too. But you have to use Consume Soul in order to get like little souls out of Mutation. That's like the only way you can really get any. Wait, is that the other mount you saw? Was that the Galleon mount or whatever it's called? The Mesa Pandaria one, the world boss. That's what it was, right? I think so. I still never got that one. And I played him up too. IBM out for Mutation. Does get hit with an imprison for Rep. Trying to see if he can lock down Mutation on his go. Does go for the nice Sigil of Fear to lock down his stun. That's actually not terrible. Mutation's a little bit behind on damage. Trying to see if he can do the same thing to Rep. Does go for the trinket. Darkness down for Rep. Mutation bailing out of there for a quick second. Stabilizing a little bit health-wise. Rep going in a bit aggressive there. That's going to be another charge for Mutation. Stun. Does get himself a full go. Blade Dance. That's going to be huge damage. Rep with no health. Does go for the stun of his own. Maybe he has his own damage. He doesn't though, but it's going to be immunity for both. Rep is second to use the immunity, so you might be okay. Mutation just keeps ripping buffs off of him, but also cleaves souls off of the guy with a Blade Dance, taking him out with just a couple of hits. Well done with Murder Wing catching that Disintegrate. If you can do more of those around the corner, Disintegrate and just go behind the pillar and just chill. That could be a ton of damage. Mutation can't do much about the stun. Does force a trick out of him with a Blade Dance. Is not enough. Does go for the kick on blue. If you can kick on blue, you might be able to live. Murder Wing doesn't really need red that much. He does need a kick on blue. Kick him on blue. That's all you can really do. Unless he's got wall, and then there's not much you can. I guess at that point you're just stunned. Because Murder, if anything, isn't playing Shroud, so you can't like immune CC. Stun gives Mutation opportunity to go with the big up Blade Dance. Oh, that was so much damage. As an evoker, there's nothing you can do there. If only they could like wall while stunned. That is the only thing that would help them live there, is they had the ability to wall while stunned. And I wonder if they would ever give him that capability, right? Reduce some of the burst damage, give him ability to wall while stunned. You know, like maybe I don't really know. Wait, are you just, did he AFK? Did he AFK? Hold on. He's like shivering. I think he did press surrender. Yeah, so he's actually not in play. I don't think he wants to fight a rogue. Not at 70% dampening. It is going to be Hockey versus Blood, trying to see if he can get himself a go. It is going to be Shadow Fiend with some dots on a rogue if he can keep him slowed and pressured. Yeah, so Mutation is going to be in the middle of the arena, but he literally cannot be targeted. So Hockey is just going to have to take it next. My goodness, 100 to 0 in seconds. Not even full seconds either. Half seconds, quarter seconds maybe. Hockey's as a priest. I'm still trying to like, okay, trying to shift gears here, because I kept thinking of like Demon Hunter cooldowns, but no. We're back at the priest though instead, as Hawk is trying to see if he can maybe pick up Blood, look at him, get himself potentially a decent angle versus the priest. He does know where the rogue is at. If he hits him with a stun, fear around the corner, maybe even a dodge just to get him out of stealth, does go for the sap either way. The second eye is available for Hawk. He does have disperse. Question is, does he use it though? But there's a bit of damage. Picking up quite a bit. It's going to be a fear. He is playing the Lycian, by the way. I just noticed you're playing the Lycian. So he's trying to see if he can maximize his finish. There's going to be a bunch of horrifying bolts in every direction, but Blood does get himself a vanish. Are you dotted? You are dotted. You are hit with dots. That is full PI. The for Hawkins, that is a full go. That's kind of out of the... Kind of just goes out of the window there, which is unfortunate. Dots is still up on Blood Dagger. If you can fade his sap, you could potentially get a fear on the guy. Does go for the fade on a kidney shot. That is so good. Cheap shot still goes through either way, though. That is unfortunate. Secret technique for Hawk is not going to feel great. Fear on the rogue. Does have a cloak of shadows, but no trinket to break out of this easily. Silence on the rogue. You can't really stop a lot of rogues' attack of silence. We don't really have a single ability in our kit that is silenceable. Even Shadow Blades, like you can't even silence that either. All of our damage is purely physical. Even warriors, you can silence them, and they can't fear because they need to roar to do it. They can't rallying cry because also that's a vocal thing. Rogues are quiet. We don't make it all a noise, like except Outlaw with guns, but like that's not really vocalization. It's like interesting how the devs programmed some of these abilities to be like vocalization and silence. If your character actually audibly does something, that counts as like silenceable ability. It's interesting. Kick, but it doesn't matter. Juke the kick, but Blood is able to take him either way, though. With Sham going to be up next. Trying to see if he can get himself a better angle. Does drop down a totem, but Blood with the Cloak of Shadows just to evade it. Dropping a totem perfect on Blood, actually. But because of Cloak, I think he was able to get away. Oh, no. He has no idea, Sham. You have no clue how close you were. I think that root would have maybe gotten him. Maybe not. But that totem definitely would have. That totem definitely would have trapped him there really quickly. My goodness, really odd seeing Chicago's Elemental. I think Chicago's Elemental isn't doing bad either tonight. I mean, him versus Lynn earlier, like 2 duels ago, I think it is, did pretty good. Immediate route into Globus. Blood trying to see if he could bail out of that totem. Cannot escape it easily. Trying to see if he can pressure onto Sham, who got himself a juke kick, but I don't think it really matters. Trying to see if he can put some pressure onto the rogue. Got himself Guardian to give himself a little bit of healing. Big primordial setup with Lava Burst to follow, but is it going to be enough for Shocks to follow? Oh, he does get the Lava Burst in the end. I actually can't believe it. I thought you were going to rot to the rogue there, but my goodness, the boy pulls it off. Hell yeah, and Ultima giving him an honor duel. I love seeing that too. Ultima, you're my favorite now. I think you're my favorite rogue of this arena because he is giving him an honor duel. Hey, hold on a second. Who said that never seen a rogue give an honor duel? Azoth, Ultima, give him as much of an honor duel as he can be. He didn't pop out of stealth to give him a little bow, but he let him catch up and heals completely. So there we go, full honor duel. Ultima does go for the quickest step in the world. Root to follow, Earth Elementals available. Trying to see if he can put some pressure onto it. Oh. Wait, is he back? Is he good? Hold on, full dots on the Sham, got himself a wall. Ultima, I think he just kills him, yeah. There's just nothing. Go road, knock back, unless you got to heal. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Once a rogue gets you, 46% dampening also doesn't make things any easier, but for Assassination, that is a lot of damage in a duel, in a 1v1. That is a ton of damage to do in a single go. Linthania looking for the guy, doesn't really want a Blade Flurry yet. He could pick up the eyes. Technically could also use Vanish, but I don't think you want to do that. All rogue specs now use Vanish, either super defensively or aggressively. Both picked up the eyes actually. Linthania trying to see if he can get himself the first hit with a gouge by Ultima. He needs a few combo points to really get himself a go. Does go for the dance immediately. Trinkets out of it. Maybe an opportunity for him to get a setup. It is lagging really badly. The blind to Lynn, who is going to go for a trinket. Ultima with a quick shot him, does go for the cheap shot. Maybe you can get enough dots on Linthania. You just need survivability. Maybe an evasion cheap shot by Linthania as he goes in for advantage. Going for a big pistol combos. Doesn't get stopped by those whatsoever. Cheat death out of Ultima. He just keeps getting trucked by the Outlaw Rogue with the DFA through the smoke. Actually, he tried to go through smoke bomb. I don't think it worked properly, but he does end up taking him. That was actually so good. That's so good. Oh, I love that. Hell yeah. Let's get us another one going, boys. Let me know if you guys need more bodies or if you're good to go.